Hello and welcome to the live stream of the Three Mouseketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Emily.
So we're going to have a good time tonight. Sorry for the slight delay in starting. We've been having some technical issues on our end, but that's okay. Not your fault. It's ours. We wanted to do an episode of This or That. So we have two This or That's for each of us. But first, let's kind of talk about some stuff Disney that we either did or maybe we saw, maybe some news, anything.
You always throw this stuff on us like at the last second.
You should expect it.
Come on now.
Like you didn't do anything Disney this week?
I mean, I always do stuff Disney.
Okay, so then you should be prepared for this question.
But no, because, you want to pick out the good stuff.
Well,
So let's see. I booked some Disney vacations. That's always super fun. I love doing that. It's my job, but I like it. What else? We watched Falcon and Winter Soldier.
don't tell me about it because I haven't watched any of it yet, and I want to wait until it's all out so I can binge watch it.
Anything about it. I just said that I watched it.
I know. I'm just forewarning you. Don't spoil it.
My son loves to sing Into the Unknown and run around the house, like twirling and putting his arms back and throwing his head back. It's really cute.
That's funny. I have seen him singing with your husband, and it's adorable.
It's pretty cute.
Emily, what about you?
I agree.
Okay.
You sprung this on
disagree?
me, and I can't think of. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't done anything Disney this week, I don't think.
How dare you?
I know. I mean, I drank out of a Disney coffee cup.
I do
Okay,
that.
that's something, I guess.
That's something.
It's something.
I mean, I always keep up with like Disney news, but then of course, as soon as you ask this, I'm like, oh my gosh, what news articles did I read this week? I know I read some.
Well, we all know about the
but...
Chapek purchasing a new mansion, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Know
always
about
fun.
that.
They brought back a whole
Yeah.
bunch of cast members. So I think
That's what I
that's
was gonna
exciting
say.
news.
Yeah, I was going
Today-
to say that.
Yeah, today the Disneyland tickets went on sale for California residents. So that's super exciting.
That's very exciting.
Mhm.
It must be good to be a California Disney fan right now.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, as long as you can be part of the 15% that gets to go in.
That's true.
Otherwise, there may be some upset California residents.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, just to see it opening again, because
I
mean,
know that is exciting. I'm super
exciting.
excited that
just for Disney fans in general.
yes, that
Definitely.
Disneyland is finally opening up again. That's exciting.
Very
agree.
much so.
I will say I walked around my house singing Zippity Doo Dah earlier. So I sang some Disney songs.
Well, that's fun.
Yes. I was alone and my dogs think I'm crazy, but that's besides the
That's
point.
okay. I had Be Our Guest stuck in my head earlier.
That's,
I don't know
That's all
why.
right.
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
That
just,
one will get stuck in there.
yeah, it just pops up randomly and it'll be in there for hours.
Especially when you're having company come over.
Yeah, I don't have company
Yeah.
come over though. So not that big of an issue for me, but okay. Well, anyway, we can go ahead and start the this or that.
Wait. You didn't tell us what you did. That's Disney.
You
yeah, I
put
did.
us on
I had,
the spot.
I had Be Our Guest stuck in my head.
No.
Really?
Mm-mm.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
No,
I mean that's
no.
about it.
Unacceptable. Keep going.
Okay, I don't know what I'm going to tell you because I mean that's about it.
So you just sabotaged yourself by springing that
Right?
question on us.
I wanted to know what you guys were doing Disney.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
You got a new car and you named it.
That's true, but I mean that's not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily Disney, but I mean it is a Disney name. Okay, sure, I'll talk about it. Okay, so I got a new to me vehicle, and it is a snow pearl white color, and it has little blue accents. So Amanda helped me in picking a name. I was thinking Elsa. She also offered up like Olaf, but we all kind of decided that Eve was probably the best because it is
Yeah.
a plug-in hybrid vehicle, and I'm pretty excited. I'll
Yeah.
probably post pictures on it on our social media at T3M Podcast. I'll go ahead and pop this up at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms, and I will actually, you know, put up some pictures if you're interested. I don't know if you're interested or not.
And it's funny, my husband thinks he's the one who came up with the idea to talk about your car, but
He
I
didn't.
actually mentioned that before it even popped up on our side here.
Yep, there was
Yeah.
you mentioned it, and about 5 seconds later, his comment popped up. I support you in this.
You know what though, Chris? I'll give it to you. Why not?
What?
I'm just saying. I mean, somebody has to support your husband. Okay, so all right, let's go ahead and get into our this or that. We want to have two each, so all three of us have two. And I don't know who's gonna go first.
Do you want to do
Like
the
I'm
math
sitting
on how
here
many that is?
stalling,
What
trying to
are we doing?
pick up the yeah. Whatever.
That means we have
Listen,
six.
it's been a day. It's been a day for me. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna go first because this is my thing right now. All
Okay.
Go
right.
for it.
Would you rather keep all 101 Dalmatians or all of the Aristocats?
Okay. You mean like if they were real and you had to keep them inside of your home?
Yes.
Okay, not the cartoon.
Not the cartoon.
Okay.
How many Aristocats are there again?
There's quite a few. Not nearly as many as the
No,
Dalmatians.
I think there's like 5. Right?
No, there's more than 5.
There's the 3 kittens. There's now I just lost her name, Duchess, and there's Thomas O'Malley. That's 5.
Yeah, and then there's like the entire band that.
But they're not Aristocats.
But they are because they're in Aristocats.
No.
Yeah, all the cats in Aristocats.
Oh, all the cats in
all the cats in Aristocats. Yes.
I have my answer. Do you want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Okay, I go back and forth.
First, Chris says Dalmatians.
I think this is horrible, and I can't believe you even showed that up there.
Me neither. I thought we were ignoring that.
Right?
That is awful.
Okay. So I was going to say this one's hard because I do own one cat, but at the same time, I'm not really a cat person. Like, cats are kind of dirty. Like, the litter box situation is kind of gross. And I love my cat, don't get me wrong. But I don't want like 15 of them. Because of that, I'm going with all 101 Dalmatians because I freaking love dogs and I will be a crazy dog lady.
101
Bring them on.
Dalmatians.
Yes. Bring them on. I will gladly cuddle with and love all of them. Yep.
You would not have enough time in the day.
I'm going to quit my job and be a stay-at-home Dalmatian mom.
Okay.
I'm also going to buy some land. Yeah, I'm going to buy some land. It's going to be good. It's going to be a whole sanctuary. Yep.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Okay, well, our dad apparently agrees with Chris.
Wow, Dad, that's horrible.
I think he's just agreeing with the Dalmatians part.
Maybe.
That's not what he said.
That's not what he said, but maybe.
That's what Em's going to hope.
We're agreeing.
I guess.
Yes.
I would also go with 101 Dalmatians. I recently found out that I'm allergic to cats. So that would definitely not be good for me. So yeah, bring on the 101 dogs.
Oh man. I okay. I am more of a dog person for sure. I have never owned a cat, not once in my life. Uh, but yeah, I would probably have to go with the Aristocats just because there's far fewer of them. One thing that you guys are not mentioning is the extreme
Feeding
food
them,
bill that
right?
you would have.
That's why I said M was starting a foundation,
Yeah. So,
sanctuary, what have you. Same
I
thing.
mean,
A
Yeah.
nonprofit
you're gonna
organization where
need
you
like
get
a
donations.
ranch.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're gonna
I'm
need a
gonna take
full-fledged ranch.
donations. That's fine. We're gonna have
Nobody's gonna
canned
give you
dog
donate.
food
They're gonna be like,
drives.
no, this crazy lady has 101 Dalmatians that she chose to keep.
I
They're
chose
not
to
gonna give you.
keep them safe from Cruella Deville.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that is a very good cause.
Uh, just think about spaying and neutering all 101. That's gonna be a big
Because you're
bill.
going to have to.
You're gonna have to
I'll learn how to do it myself.
learn how to do it yourself.
I'm
Oh
sure
my
there's some
geez.
videos online.
Oh yeah, because that's where
That's
you
the
want to
best thing I've
go.
heard.
You want to go online. Go search YouTube on how to spay and neuter your pet.
Well, Jared, you're gonna be scooping cat poop all day long, and litter boxes are gross.
You know what? I'll
you
get
think
one of those
about that.
automated
You're going to
cat
have to
litter
have like
boxes.
15 of them.
I have an automated litter box. I still have to empty it like twice a week. And I have one cat.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to go and scoop up your backyard all week. So
She's just
I
going
don't
to
know.
we're going to have like acres of land where they could just play outside and run around and be fine.
That's what I want anyway, so bring it on.
Okay, so I guess it's 2 against 1 Dalmatians versus cats, but okay. That's kind of why I like this one because it's so ridiculous to have like
Yeah.
so many cats or so many Dalmatians.
Yeah.
Like to have a lot of dogs is one thing. To have 101 Dalmatians specifically is a completely another thing. All right. Well, Amanda, let's go with one of yours next.
All righty. So, if you could only watch movies that were made by Disney Studios or only watch movies from studios that Disney acquired, which would you choose?
This one's a tough one.
I know.
Very tough. Because on one hand, you have obviously the Disney classics, right? You have Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and Little Mermaid and
And
Aladdin, which is
Aladdin.
one of our favorites.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't include Disney Pixar movies, does it?
Right.
Yeah.
Pixar
and those are some
something-
of.
I know.
Man.
So that's
Because
Toy
those are some
Story,
of my favorite.
Up, Monsters Inc.
Yeah. This one's hard.
That also includes Marvel and Star Wars.
Yep.
All the Fox stuff that they acquired.
Okay.
I kind of have my answer.
You
All
go
right.
first then.
Kind of have my answer, and I feel like I'm getting more bang for my buck if I'm going with stuff that Disney has acquired.
Yeah, I think
Although-
you'll definitely have more to watch.
Yeah, you would have more to watch and a wider variety of things to watch. If you're watching Disney, they have the animated movies, right?
Not necessarily,
I said mostly.
because they have like the other names that were original Disney companies. They just had separate names, like the Touchstone
Okay.
or whatever. I mean, those are Disney,
But those aren't Disney Studios though. Those are Touchstone.
but they were always part of Disney. They've never been their own separate entity.
They were never acquired, but that
Right. So it's anything that Disney has always owned or anything that Disney acquired.
yeah. I'm still gonna have to stick with the acquired aspect of this question?
This one's pretty tough, but I think I'm going with movies made by Disney Studios specifically because I just feel like I can't really fully live without all of the classics. Like never being able to watch those, that's crazy. And then also Disney has made some of my favorite movies like that are more recent movies like Maleficent. That's just Disney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so I'm going with Disney Studios.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that really either of these are wrong in
No.
any aspect of the imagination, but yeah, I just think you're getting more bang for your buck if you're going with the acquired studios. I mean, you
Yeah.
have, like we said, you have Marvel, you have Fox, you have Star Wars. I mean, those right there are pretty big. So,
What about you, Amanda?
I would choose the Disney Studios movies. There's just some of my very absolute favorites in there. So it's hard to not watch those. So
I agree.
I do like the Marvel and the Star Wars movies, but those are all newer. I can't imagine not growing up and having Disney movies.
I agree.
So that would be my choice.
okay. Very good choices.
We did have comments. I don't know if you want to talk about those or not.
Yeah. So Sally says Toy Story. Yeah. Star Wars. Yeah, I agree with that. Pixar and Star Wars. Chris says, so you're saying that Disney isn't good enough to make their own stuff? They have to acquire it.
We're going to stop sharing Chris's comments tonight, okay? Let's just make a deal right now.
So I'm not saying that they're not good enough. I'm just saying that there's more whenever you acquire. Just saying. And then our father says Disney acquired. Love Disney too. And I think that's the thing. You can love both of them, but I think, again, you're getting a lot more. I mean, because you're still getting Pixar with the acquisition side
yeah.
of things.
That's the only thing that made it difficult for me would be losing Pixar.
Yeah.
But them's the rules. So there you go. All right, Emily, let's go to one of yours. And we're going to go to this one.
Okay, so this is not if you would rather eat a Dole Whip or a Gaston cinnamon roll. This is which would you rather never be able to have again? A Dole Whip or a Gaston cinnamon roll?
I already know my answer.
Okay.
Okay.
I would
first, let's ask this question. Has everyone had a Dole Whip and Gaston cinnamon roll?
Yes.
Yes, that's why I asked it because this is very difficult for me. Have you
Because
not?
M loves them both.
I have. I'm asking about the audience as well.
Oh. Whoa. I don't know about them.
Yeah.
I don't either. But go ahead.
All right.
Amanda?
I would rather never have a Dole Whip again. I love the cinnamon rolls. And whenever we were at Disney this past trip, we had the Cockamora floats and they were amazing. I loved them more than the Dole Whip. So I would gladly give up the Dole Whip, keep the Cockamora float and the Gaston cinnamon roll.
I should have made this Dole Whip and all the Dole Whip add-ons.
But you didn't. So I win. I get both.
What about you, Jared?
Okay. Well, first, I'm going to get to some of the comments. Our father says Dole Whip. Okay, so just by saying Dole Whip, are you choosing Dole Whip or are you choosing to not have Dole Whip?
Yeah, I know this question. This question's a little bit complicated.
Yeah, okay.
M had to make it difficult.
Yeah.
So Aunt Sally said that she made Dole Whip last week. Tracy says cinnamon roll. Because of the exclamation points, I'm
yeah.
assuming that she would rather keep the cinnamon roll.
Yeah, never have a Dole Whip.
Dad said not have. So
He'd
not
rather
have
not have the Dole Whip.
So he is picking the cinnamon roll. And Amanda, your husband says Sean Astin.
I'm guessing that's supposed to be Gaston.
I think so too. Is he a big Dole Whip fan? Do you know?
He does like Dole Whips, but I thought he liked the cinnamon rolls too. So I wasn't really sure what he would have chosen. So yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to choose to get rid of the cinnamon roll.
What?
Because there's something about a Dole Whip in Disney. It's a hot day and you go and you get something to cool off. I think Dole Whip is probably like one of the best treats in Disney.
I agree. I don't even know if I have an answer to my own question, to be 100% honest. And that's why I picked this, because these are two of my favorite snacks. I get both of them every time I go. I'll usually get the cinnamon roll for breakfast, and then I'll have a Dole Whip whenever it's super hot later in the day, and you have to eat it like as fast as you can because it's all just like melting, you know?
Melting, yeah.
But, oh gosh. I think I'm also going with having a Dole Whip, never having the cinnamon roll again.
Okay, I just want to say there are many other cold options that you can have.
Yeah, but the Dole Whip is just like, there's something about it that's like, it's a feeling.
But Jared can have the Poor Unfortunate Souls float.
No, I can't because I don't always have that.
Exactly. The Dole Whip, it's a tried and true. It's a constant. It's always going to be there.
Well, I really want to try that Peter Pan float. People rave about that one too. So I think there are plenty of other cold, frosty snacks like Dole Whip that you can have. But
there are
cinnamon rolls,
but they don't taste like a Dole Whip, and that's not true. Yes, the cinnamon roll, I will admit, if for the people who haven't seen it, I wish we had a picture. It's like this tall, this wide, and just delicious. But you can have a cinnamon roll other places. It's not going to be as good. You're not going to be in Disney World, but you can have one.
They're not the
same. Dole Whip.
Yeah, I think that's the best choice, honestly, is Dole Whip. So.
You can't go wrong with either, though. So.
No, obviously you can't. And that's what makes it such a hard decision.
Yeah, I'm not actually giving up either.
Oh, no, you said you were never having another cinnamon roll.
Nope.
Okay, well, Emily, I think that segues really nicely into my second this or that, and that is count calories or only ride one ride per park.
So we're saying count calories at Disney.
Yes, count calories at Disney.
I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a max number of calories you can have?
Yeah, like,
or do you just have to count how many you eat for everything? You can eat everything in the park.
Track.
I just want to specify. I just want to make it clear so I know.
So, okay, this question is: would you rather count your calories of your desserts and your treats and everything you're eating at Disney, or would you rather only ride one ride in the park?
Yes, but you're saying count calories, but like I could count up to like 10,000 calories.
Exactly, right?
Like, do I have to limit it?
No, every single thing you eat.
Okay, then
everything you eat has a calorie count.
I know,
okay, that's fine.
This is great.
This is easy. Yeah. I'll count calories all day long.
The reason I picked this is because it's a known fact that at Disney you don't count calories.
You don't go on a diet at Disney. You don't limit the calories.
Yes, but you don't pay attention to what you're eating.
Okay. I don't
Right?
think
Because
that
you're not dieting.
I know.
I
Yeah.
don't think you're going about this the right way.
Okay,
Right.
then explain to me how I should be going about my own question.
I think what you meant to say is limit calories at Disney or only ride one ride.
That would be a
Per
difficult
park.
question to me.
No, because look, I specifically asked this question.
To be easy. Okay. Yes, I will
No.
count calories. I will count every
Me
calorie
too.
I eat so I can ride all the rides.
I don't care if it gets up to
Done.
10,000. I'm going to count them.
I've walked 13 miles in a day. It's fine. I can have whatever calories I want.
Okay, but the thing is, though, is that you're going to literally sit there and spend a lot of time physically counting the calories,
No, they have
like
apps for
adding
that.
everything up. and-
Exactly. You got an app, you got a calculator, whatever. It's fine. It's
Yep.
easy.
You can calculate it while you're in line for your next ride because you're riding multiple rides that day instead of
Yep.
just one.
Mhm.
Yep.
Easy. If
Easy.
you had said that I had a certain calorie limit, like 1,000 calories
Right.
per day or something crazy, then I would probably only ride one ride. And I would eat a lot.
Probably. I eat a lot whenever I'm in Disney anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad says one ride. Dad's not a big ride person anyway.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He mostly just sits and watches everyone else go on the ride.
Yeah.
So Sally says easy peasy count calories.
Yep.
Yep.
And she says pencil and paper. So no,
That would
no
be
app.
easy too.
No app, no calculator.
No app or calculator, just pencil and paper.
Yep.
Old fashioned.
You know we brought up good points.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to say I would count calories as well. Just
That was
because,
too easy.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's an easy one, but like I said,
Oh,
it's a thing whenever you go to Disney that you just don't count calories.
Yeah. Because
don't
that
think
Because
means
you're
you're
going to
not
be
going
eating
on a
all day
diet.
long, but you're also going to be walking all day
Yeah.
long. So,
Okay.
I had to throw a ridiculous one in there.
It was ridiculous. Yes,
don't-
you're right.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yep.
I did it on purpose. You're
Okay.
welcome. All right, Amanda, let's go ahead and do your second one then.
All right. Give me just a second.
Nope, got to be on top of it. Let's go.
All right. If you had 3 park days and were already going to Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, would you choose to go to Epcot or Animal Kingdom for your 3rd day?
I think this is ridiculous because all you had to say was, would you rather go to Epcot or Animal Kingdom?
I wanted you to have a backstory.
Well,
I agree because, like, if you only gave me those 2 options, I wouldn't know if I got to go to the other parks too. I liked your
why would it matter?
backstory because
It
just
does.
is.
I don't know that it does. I
Well,
think this
it's
comes
my
down to
question.
personal preference of which park do you like better, Epcot or Animal Kingdom?
Yeah. Or which do you think you can spend a day
Okay.
in?
This one is difficult, but at the same time, not difficult. So if I had to completely change the whole entire question, which I know is not part of the rules, but
Oh, geez.
if I
No, it's
had
not.
to, I would change it where I would choose between Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom
Okay,
because I'm
that's
for
not the
sure
question.
going to Epcot. Okay, my answer's Epcot, but it's hard because I really, really love Animal Kingdom, but Epcot is my second favorite park. Like right there close with Magic Kingdom. But I love Animal Kingdom a ton too, so I would be devastated to not go. So I'm honestly not going to ever only go to 3 parks, let's be real, but I guess I'm choosing Epcot.
Okay, so I want to bring up something that Chris said, and he hit this on the nose. Jared would go to Hollywood Studios again, and that is 100% accurate. I would much rather go to Hollywood Studios for my third day than go to Epcot
That
or Animal
is
Kingdom.
not one of the options.
Well, but if I had to
No.
change the question,
Look, this is this or that, not this, that, and the other.
well, I
Well,
mean,
and
we
that's
kind of
funny
opened up the
because
precedent of the other, so
if I had to, like, was forced, like, a life or death situation to choose to eliminate one park for one of my trips, it would probably be Hollywood Studios. Even though I love
blasphemy.
it. I
Okay,
love it.
well,
I love it. And it would never happen. But if I had to, someone was going to kill me.
I'm trying to imagine the scenario
People take
where
their
this would
Disney
come up.
very seriously, okay?
Bob Chapin shows up to your house. I'm taking one away. Which one is it? Okay. So our father says Epcot. Mandy, your husband said Epcot.
Gotta love the
Let's
World
see.
Showcase.
Sally says Animal Kingdom. The greenery and animals were wonderful.
True.
Richard also says Animal Kingdom. I'm Richard.
Okay, but
I'm not sure what
I-
Epcot is about. It's a hodgepodge of conflicting themes. It's not a hodgepodge of conflicting themes. First off, let's get Richard on the right track. Richard,
Okay.
Epcot is about traveling the world.
Correct.
That is the theme.
I think he's confused about the future world part, probably, which I mean, I understand, and that's why I spend 95% of my day in the World Showcase. That's all you really need anyway.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to actually say Epcot. I think Epcot is okay. They're on par with each other. There's not a better park out of these two.
There really isn't.
But I think that, I mean, eating and drinking around the world is kind of coming up on top.
Okay, so this is what brought this up. I mean, I'm a travel agent, and I see a lot of people wanting to go to Disney World, but they only want to do 3 days. So a lot of them are
Blasphemy.
choosing between Epcot or Animal Kingdom. Epcot right now is going through a transitional phase. There's a lot of construction going on, so a lot of people are wanting to leave Epcot off for that reason. Animal Kingdom right now doesn't have very much going on. I mean, there's only a few rides normally, a lot of shows there, and all the shows are closed. So it feels more like a half day park. So it's kind of a toss up to me which one to choose. But I absolutely love Epcot. I love the World Showcase and going around the world and trying the different snacks from the different countries and just taking in the whole area and the feel like you're actually in another country. I love that. I do love Animal Kingdom too. That is one of my favorite parks. It's very hard to decide, but I think I would choose Epcot, especially right now, just because of the way the parks are right now. That would have to be my choice.
I do want to mention this. My second favorite ride is located in Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I would still
Expedition
probably
Everest.
choose Epcot. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like you can get a better day out of Epcot than you can Animal Kingdom right now.
Right.
I do love the feeling of Animal Kingdom, though.
Me too.
Because
do
that's
as well.
another one. Just like Epcot, you feel like you're in another country when you're in Animal Kingdom.
Right.
So it transports you somewhere else. So
Right.
Yeah.
it's a hard choice. And I think that you should always go to all 4 parks when you're there. But
Yeah,
I
all
agree.
4 parks. There is no reason to cut it short. But I mean, I think that this is kind of a good question right now because I mean, maybe there's days that aren't available. I've seen some
That's
people
true.
posting on Facebook pages that they can't get into every single park whenever they're planning their trips. And
yeah,
that's
I just
unfortunate.
I just saw someone like right before we started the podcast that said that they're going in June and every single day in June for Hollywood Studios was booked.
Yeah,
That's
So they
awful.
like couldn't go. Someone did
right.
suggest park hopping and then they could still get in or something like that,
But then
but
you can't ride Rise of the Resistance either.
yeah, and you can't go
Nope.
in until after 2, right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not a full day. It's
it's
crazy.
not. Now, the good thing, I guess, about Hollywood Studios is it is staying open a little later than usually than Magic Kingdom and definitely later than Animal Kingdom. So it does allow you a little extra time in Hollywood Studios if you're park hopping. So I guess that is an upside. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Chris brings up a very
Yeah,
good point, and he
yeah, I
says
agree.
Yak and Yeti.
Ahi
Yak and
tuna
Yeti is very good.
nachos.
It
Yeah.
is. I love Yak and Yeti. But something he probably isn't thinking of is we went to Le Cellier in Epcot this past trip, and he loved Le Cellier and said that was his new favorite restaurant at the parks. So,
Oh, calling you out, Chris.
yeah. So how about that? Now are you
I
choosing
mean,
Epcot?
he picked
He did. I know.
Yeah.
wait, he did pick Epcot.
I know.
He did pick
Confused.
Epcot, yes.
Hmm. Maybe he should be on this episode.
All right, Em, let's get into your second one.
Okay. So, on a non-park day, meaning a day that you are not going into the parks, would you rather have a day at the pool at your Disney resort or resort hop to see all the different Disney resorts?
I've got my answer. Amanda, what do you think?
Okay. To me, this depends on which resort I'm staying in, I think, if I would want to spend the whole day at the pool. It also depends on the time of the year. Because if it's in the middle of the winter, I don't necessarily think I want to spend the whole day at the pool. I think
Hey,
I'd
it might
rather
be warm.
I think I'd
You
rather
never
resort
know.
hop. Plus, for especially right before Christmas, I really enjoy going and looking at the other resorts and seeing the gingerbread houses and all the decorations. So if it was a November, December timeframe trip, I think I would definitely resort hop.
I
I
should have
think
added a season to this.
You should
you should
have.
have. Yeah, for sure. Because I'm gonna say resort hop if you're in December, just because of the gingerbread houses. Uh,
Okay,
And
can
the
we
Christmas
exclude
trees.
Christmas from
Yeah.
this scenario, please?
Fine,
Because
fine.
if I'm saying Christmas and looking at the Christmas decorations, then I'm saying resort hop too. But I didn't factor that in. I just meant at a normal time, okay?
just a normal Thursday.
Just a normal,
Okay, so
exactly.
we have a couple. First off, our dad says play golf. Okay, come on.
Not
That
at
wasn't
all.
one of
an
the
option.
options.
But he did come back with. Oh, so Chris, agree with you 100%.
That popped
Okay.
up as soon as you were.
Yeah, as I was clicking it. But Dad does say resort hop. But Chris did say pool because usually go to the Riviera or Poly. Sally, resort hop unless what? Boy Bunny's lounging. I'm not sure what that means. not sure.
either.
Okay.
For
Boy
some
bunnies.
reason,
I don't
though,
know.
I'm imagining what it means, and it's. I'm so
Well.
sorry.
Okay, I am going to actually say that I would probably rather resort hop just on a regular day.
That really surprises me because I know you and your daughter really love to enjoy the pools there. So
I
that kind
know.
of surprises me.
Yeah, I mean, I do like going to the pool. My daughter, definitely loves going to the pool. I usually go in the evening, just because of the and kind of get in the hot tubs and kind of soothe my achy muscles. But I think just on a regular day, I think I would rather resort hop just to be able to go and experience some of the things that are at the resorts and maybe go, like look at all the different shops. And I know that there's a something at Contemporary about the pirates, the little pirate show where you can go and you can get on the ship and you can watch the fireworks. That'd be fun.
That's for kids.
Yeah, but that'd be fun. Are you kidding me?
Okay, but you're not a
I
kid.
think that's like
So
a
you
kid.
couldn't do it.
I'm a kid at heart, so
Yeah, no, it's like a daycare type thing
No,
for the
it's not.
kids. Yes, it
No, it's
is.
you go and watch fireworks.
It's for the children.
I know, but you love fireworks.
I do, but you're not a child.
But it's something to experience. If you have kids, which I do, you have
Then
kids.
your kid is
you have
going to
kids too.
experience it.
Yes, then your kid is
Yeah.
going to experience, not you.
Whenever I go to Disney, I'm with my kids mostly. I don't.
That
No,
pirate
this is
ship
like
is
a-
not for adults. Adults
This
don't
is like
go
a
on it.
child care center. Like you drop the kids
no,
off, you go on
adults,
a
adults
date.
can go on it for sure. Adults can go on it.
No.
Somebody
Okay.
please back me up. Okay.
No.
Is it geared more towards kids?
Nope.
Yes, it is. But
No,
adults can
it
go
is-
on it.
It is where you bring your child and they go on a treasure hunt and you are not there. It's like how they used to have the daycare center type things where the kids went and played.
We're talking about two different things, I think.
It's like
Okay.
a kid's night out.
Yes.
I don't.
I think we're talking about two completely different
Yeah.
things. Anyway, I would rather I would rather resort hop than go to the pool all day.
Okay.
Okay.
Because here's the thing too.
So
You didn't say that we couldn't resort hop and go to their pool.
Well,
Huh?
you can't
you
do that.
can't.
I know.
You literally
Obviously,
can't.
you cannot do that. I know.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so-
He's making up
Jeez,
his own
people,
Disney
come
rules.
on.
Yes, I know. Jared just has his own
Ay, ay, ay.
park created in his head.
I do.
Apparently.
All right. So, I love resort hopping. But on a day off where I'm just relaxing, I'm probably going to do a pool day. Because I can just lounge, I can go back to the room, take a nap. It's not go, go, go. If you're resort hopping, you're not relaxing. I love it and I want to do it, but pool day.
Okay.
I do have to say, I would like to have a pool day at Disney. We have not ever done that where we just had a day to lounge by the pool. And I would really like to do this the next time we stay at the Poly or whenever we get to finally stay at Beach Club. I would love to have a pool day when we stay at Beach Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Beach Club is probably one of those resorts where you have to have a pool day, right?
Right? I mean, that to me is one of the big selling points of staying there is their amazing pool and the proximity to Epcot.
I agree. Also, can we quickly go back to Aunt Sally's comment about boy bunnies? Does
Oh,
that
yes,
mean,
please, let's do that.
does
Resort
that
hop unless there
mean-
are boy bunnies lounging.
Yes, okay, but does that mean that she would resort hop unless there's like some eye candy out by the pool? That's what, right? That's what you're getting
That's what
at
I
with
was
this,
thinking.
right? Okay.
I have no idea.
Can you please explain yourself? Oh, that's funny.
Man. I really don't know. I'm intrigued.
Me
But
too. I've
cautiously
never
intrigued.
heard that.
I've never heard of boy bunny. I've heard of snow bunnies.
I think that's different.
That is very different, I think.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. Yeah, so I would say resort hop. And Amanda and Emily, what are your final thoughts?
Pool.
I'll probably resort hop.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's all we have. I guess you can follow us on social media at T3M Podcast, or you can send us an email at T3MPodcast@gmail.com. Do you guys have any kind of final thoughts that you want to throw out there? More than the boy bunnies?
We got no clarification on
We got no clarification whatsoever.
none.
Oh my God. Oh my geez. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. No clarification. What does that mean?
Hang out at the pool if there are boy bunnies. Girl bunnies?
Girl bunnies?
What does this all mean?
I don't know. This must be a term that we are not familiar with.
We are not familiar with this term, so I don't know. I am kind of scared to continue asking. So let's go ahead and end the broadcast. You can find us on social media at T3M Podcast again, and you can email us at T3MPodcast@gmail.com. Oh man, I don't know.
This just
where
went
this
off the
episode
rails.
went. It really did. This was, guys, not a great episode. not a particularly good one, but hey, it's an episode.
Fun. It was fun. It was great.
I love it.
Chris, I agree. Facepalm. Okay, anyway, that's going to do it for us. You can find us on the Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Google Podcast, Amazon Podcast, all the podcast stuff. Find us there. We have our episodes come out on Thursdays. If we're not on a live stream on Thursday evening, then we're going to be on the podcast. And if we're not on the podcast, we're going to be on the live stream. So this is a weekly podcast where we have 2 different platforms that we use. Dad said he enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You.
He said it was very good, and I
Thanks.
tend to disagree.
I had fun.
It was fun.
I
but
had
it was
a good time.
something.
It was fun. That's all that
It was
matters.
a fun one.
We're here to have fun.
Okay, well, that's going to do it for tonight. I guess we will see you next time.
All right. Bye. Have a zippity doo dah day.
See you real soon.